Good morning. Today's discussion is all about creativity, imagination, and expression. Art is a product of man's creativity, imagination, and expression. An artwork may be inspired by nature or other works of art, but an artist invents his own forms and patterns due to what he perceives as beautiful and incorporates them in creating his masterpiece. Perhaps not everyone can be an artist, but surely all are spectators of art. Now let's talk about the role of creativity in art making. Creativity requires thinking outside the box. It is often used to solve problems that have never occurred before, conflate function and style, and simply make life a more unique and enjoyable experience. In art, creativity is what sets apart one artwork from another. A creative artist does not simply copy or imitate another artist's work. He embraces originality, puts his flavor into his work, and calls it his own creative piece. Then we have art as a product of imagination. Imagination as a product of art. Where do you think famous writers, painters, and musicians get their ideas? Where do ideas in making creative solutions begin? It all starts in the human mind. It all begins with imagination. German physicist Albert Einstein, who had made significant and major contributions in science and humanity, demonstrated that knowledge is actually derived from imagination. He emphasized this idea through his words. Imagination is more important than knowledge, for knowledge is limited to all we know and understand, while imagination embraces the entire world and wherever will be to know and understand. Imagination is not constrained by the walls of the norm, but goes beyond that. That is why people rely on curiosity and imagination for advancement. Through imagination, one is able to craft something bold, something new, and something better in the hopes of creating something that will stimulate change. Imagination allows endless possibilities. Artists use their imagination that give birth to reality through creation. In the same way that imagination produces art, art also inspires imagination. Imagine being in an empty room surrounded by blank white walls and floor. Would you be inspired to work in such place? Definitely not. Often, you will find coffee shops, restaurants, and libraries with paintings hung or sculptures and other pieces of art placed around the room to add beauty to the surroundings. Then, we have art as an expression. Robin George Collingwood, an English philosopher who is best known for his work in aesthetics, explicated in his publication, The Principles of Art, that what an artist does to an emotion is not to induce it, but express it. Through expression, he is able to explore his own emotions and at the same time create something beautiful out of them. Collingwood further illustrated that expressing emotions is something different from describing emotions. In his example, explicitly saying, I am angry, is not an expression of emotion, but a mere description. There is no need in relating or referring to a specific emotion such as anger in expressing one's emotion. Description actually destroys the idea of expression, as it classifies the emotion, making it ordinary and predictable. Expression, on the other hand, individualizes. An artist has the freedom to express himself the way he wants to. Hence, there is no specific technique in expression. This makes people's art not a reflection of what is outside or external to them, but a reflection of their inner selves. There are countless ways of expressing oneself through art. The following list includes but is not limited to popular art expressions. First is the visual arts. Creations under this category are those that appeal to the sense of sight and are mainly visual in nature. Some mediums of visual arts include paintings, drawings, printing, sculptures, digital imaging, and more. Then we also have the performance arts. Performance art is a live art, and the artist's medium is mainly the human body, which he or she uses to perform, but also employs other kind of art, such as visual art, props, or sound. Next is the applied arts. Applied arts is incorporating elements of style and design to everyday items with the aim of increasing their aesthetical value. Artists in this field bring beauty, charm, and comfort into many things that are useful in everyday life. Industrial design, interior design, fashion design, and graphic design are considered applied arts. Then we have the literary art. It is something in the form of writing or stories that have artistic and cultural value. Artists who practice literary art use words, not paint or musical instruments, to express themselves and communicate emotions to their readers. Short stories, novels, poems, drama are part of literary art. Another popular art expressions or art forms are film, dance, poetry, and theater. Film is a picture in motion. Filmmaking focuses on its aesthetic, cultural, and social value and is considered as both an art and an industry. Then we also have an art expression, which is dance. Dance is a series of movements that follows the rhythm of the music accompaniment. Dancing is a creative form that allows people to express themselves. Then we have poetry, which is an expression of emotions through words. Poetry is an example of a literary art. In poetry, the artist carefully selects his words to exhibit clarity and beauty and to stimulate strong emotions. And then we have theater. Theater uses live performers to present a story or an event before a live audience. Theater art performances usually follow a script. So, these are some of the popular art expressions: visual arts, performance arts, applied arts, literary art, film, dance, poetry, and theater. So again, our discussion this morning or this lecture focuses on creativity, imagination, and expression. Have a good day.